This is Ted.
And this is Josh.
And we're here for delayed Pokemon Day. Yeah, so a lot of stuff dropped. We have the new Detective Pikachu movie. We have the new Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution trailer as well. And then we have the trailer for our Gen 8 Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Is it Gen 8?
Yeah, it's Gen 8.
Okay.
Generation 8, yeah.
Damn, we're getting up there.
Yeah, can't wait for 10.
Yeah.
Then we're going to stop calling it Generations.
But yeah, we got a lot of news to bring to you guys today.
Yeah, so we'll start off with the Detective Pikachu one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one was pretty good. I liked it. They showed a lot more Pokemon off.
Yeah.
And more of an in-depth trailer about everything.
You know what? When it comes, I know there's still a lot of controversy when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I rewatch the original trailer and watch the new one, it makes me want to see it more.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I know some people are saying that the Pokemon look too real, but I'm just like,
how can it be too real?
they've been cartoons this whole time, man. Let them live. Well, Ludicolo looked weird. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna say I hate it.
If you're gonna merge Pokemon with the real world,
they have to look real.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't make no sense.
I mean, you wouldn't want Pokemon the way they look in Sun and Moon to be interacting with real people. It just wouldn't look right.
Mm-mm. Yeah, so the Detective Pikachu dropped to show a little bit more, back and forth between him and I forgot his name again. I forgot his name in the last one.
Tim. I think he said his name was Tim.
Yeah, and about Pikachu not having any memories of what happened, but he knew he was a detective. They showed off that,
detective with a caffeine problem.
Yeah, big caffeine problem. Yeah.
I feel your pain.
And then what other Pokemon did they show? They showed Ludicolo. They showed Growlithe and Arcanine.
Yeah, we got a couple of ass shots of some Growlithe.
Yeah. Then they have Snorlax and Machamp.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people saying that they're surprised that some of these Pokemon have fur. I'm just like, what do you expect them to be? Like, just skin?
Yeah.
Like, Machamp is understandable. He's more human than...
Yeah.
But, like, of course, Snorlax has skin. I mean fur.
Yeah.
He's a bear or something. Yeah, but Ludicolo. They showed Lickitung again. They showed, like, a lot of close-ups of the Bulbasaur and the Morlul. Yeah, I just can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be amazing.
Did you see the... I should have told you about that before. Did you see the video that... Oh, man. Yeah, did you see the video that... I already forgot. I'm forgetting everyone's name.
It's his turn this week.
Yeah, it's my turn. Yeah, did you see the trailer that... I forgot. Who's the guy who plays fucking... I'm going to kill myself. Who does Pikachu?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. We were watching Safe House before this, and I was naming him every time. Do you see Ryan Reynolds' video that he did for the Detective Pikachu?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was just like... it's just him sitting there. He was like, I take my
role.
role.
Yeah, the one that actually features his wife Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have seen that.
He was like,
that was hilarious.
I take my role serious.
I love Ryan Reynolds. He's so funny.
A lot of people didn't want him for this role. I mean, dude, he's good
perfect for it, though.
He's good for
Honestly, he looks like he's perfect for it.
Yeah, he had me weak. He was like, I take my role seriously. I'm a Pikachu. I told my kids I'll pick him up. I don't have kids. I'm a Pikachu. I don't drive. Yeah, I'm glad he's putting his all into it like he does Deadpool and his other movies he does.
Oh, yeah. I think he does that with just any role he has.
I just think, usually with people who play parts like that, they do the part, but they don't go in depth for it. He goes like the extra mile for it, and that's what I like about him. Yeah, and then they showed a big thing off in the trailer, which I didn't expect. Was the Mewtwo at the end of the trailer. I didn't expect that at all.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was a huge surprise.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody was expecting Mewtwo to even show up in the movie.
It was like a parade or something, and he just blew up that balloon. And I was like, oh!
Yeah. I thought maybe that was like an after effect of Pikachu running across it or something like that. Maybe he uses electricity or something and caused it to spark the gas inside the balloon. And then all of a sudden Mewtwo emerges and is like, oh shit!
Yeah, and then the plot of the movie is that his father went missing. The Pikachu's there trying to figure it out. So now I want to know how big this goes into because Mewtwo's there. Like, he has to have some tie into the plot. You know, the Greninjas are chasing after him.
It almost, I mean...
Man, that's crazy.
I don't want to necessarily... I mean, one theory I guess we could possibly have is that it has something to do with Giovanni.
Yeah. Or something.
Something that actually connects it back to the anime and the video games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They also said that, you know, there was talks about making a Pokemon Red and Blue movie that's inside the world of Detective Pikachu itself.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good how they're going about it. Because I'll go watch all those movies. They look so great. Because everyone always talks about anime or cartoons becoming live action. Mm-hmm. And then when they get such a good job like this, it's like, man, let's keep going with it.
Yeah.
As long as, you know, it doesn't get stale like in like writing wise.
Right.
Yeah, it just looks great. So, what else is there in the trailer you want to talk about? I talked about Mewtwo. I want to talk about Mewtwo.
Yeah.
The whole cage fight with...
he has performance anxiety.
Yeah.
He can sometimes use his abilities, but then he forgets, or he has stage fright, basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, a lot of people were surprised that, you know, in that same scene when he was trying... I don't know what he was trying to use, Thunderbolt or whatever he was trying to use against the Charizard.
Yeah.
Then he goes up to the stairs, get me the hell out of here. A lot of people were surprised they said hell. I mean, even though because, like, anyone who watches this who knows Pokemon and the Game Freak, they don't use any type of language whatsoever. Like in the show, in the anime stuff.
Well, I mean, at least in the American versions, they don't. We don't necessarily know about the Japanese versions.
Yeah, I watched the Japanese ones.
It's not a straight translation.
Yeah, but I mean, only some things the Japanese ones had was like the seizures and then the cross dressing and stuff. But
well, I mean, I'm not even talking necessarily about the anime. I'm talking about the video games too. The wording is sometimes changed to keep from alluding to certain things. Like a lot of times when it comes over to the U.S., they'll take out anything that references religion or any type of sexualization or anything like that. Yeah. Any reference that basically is beyond PG, they'll remove and they'll change it with something else, which is, you know, and I mean, probably one of the biggest series that has ever seen that happen would be the Yu-Gi-Oh anime series.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, big time.
When they talk, you know, because in Japanese it's, you know, they just the characters, they die, but in the American version they go to the Shadow Realm. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, and then there's guns and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
And there's actually so much of Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, that we here in the U.S., if you haven't seen the Japanese version, that we did not see. Mm-hmm. You know. It's heavily censored, and that's what happens. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, don't talk about, and then same thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero, the manga.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man.
That
stuff is, I mean, I like it,
that's
but
hardcore.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Man.
But yeah, a lot of times, you know, games from coming over from games, anime, they get heavily censored.
Yeah.
Unless they're geared toward a more teenage or adult audience.
Like Attack on Titan and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's little stuff translated. I mean, you know.
Yeah. The Gundam stuff, too.
Yeah.
Is not so much censored anymore.
Yeah, but this Detective Pikachu movie looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people keep talking about how bad it looks, but I don't.
No, I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it looks great. Mm. You know, and once again, we just gotta, you know, remind people, go into it with an open mind. Mm-hmm. Try not to be so pessimistic going into it, or else you know, if you go into the mindset that you're gonna hate it, guess what? You're gonna hate it.
It goes for everything.
But at least if you go in without a preconception, then you can make your mind up after you've seen the movie. Mm-hmm. Speaking of movies, let's segue into the Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Yeah, Mewtwo, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the CGI looks great. but from what we've seen of the trailer, it looks like it's going to be a complete rehashing of the original Mewtwo movie.
Yeah, that's what we thought at first. I'm pretty sure that's what we said when we first talked about it.
Yeah. Well, we weren't sure because we didn't have any details other than Mewtwo flying through the sky at night.
Yeah, yeah, it looks exactly the same.
But yeah, so it looks like they're just taking the original story and just creating everything in CGI.
And the Pokemon don't look bad in CGI either.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look bad at all. It's just we don't have, and that one of the biggest problems though that we have with this trailer is that there's no translation. There's no subtitle translation yet.
Yeah, it'll be out soon, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get something here soon. Unless this is just purely meant to be a Japanese exclusive release. Yeah, that always could be a possibility. You know, because like some of the Dragon Ball stuff, the Dragon Ball specials have been purely Japanese release,
and we'll get it like years later.
Yeah,
and it's like
I mean, well, we still haven't even gotten some of this stuff, like Goku and his friends return.
Oh yeah,
the one with Tarble.
Yeah, I watched that one on YouTube.
We still haven't gotten an official English translation for the episode of Bardock.
Oh yeah,
we have a fan translation which is actually done pretty damn well, and I think it actually features Christopher Ayers, the voice of Frieza, as the voice of Chilled.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Because I recently rewatched the fight, and it looks like, it sounds a lot like Christopher Ayers. So it's either somebody who can really do the voice, or it's him.
Yeah.
Which would, I mean, I wouldn't put it past anybody within the Dragon Ball community at this point.
But with Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, just like the Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie, a lot of people were criticizing the animation as well. I know a lot of people say the CGI is bad. I mean, they showed a close up of Ash, Misty, and Brock and Nurse Joy. I mean, it does look. I mean, I won't say it looks perfection. Like, it's not like perfect, but it's not gonna make me not watch it.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't look horrible.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, we get shots of Mr. Fuji going after the
that part looked better than
the original. Yeah, I know.
No, the part when it showed Mr. Fuji in the Amazon rainforest or whatever. Yeah. That shot looked better than the shot with Misty, Brock, and
oh yeah.
I don't know why. Like, maybe because the sun was behind them, maybe?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could just be the lighting. But yeah, so, I mean, obviously it looks like he's still on the hunt for anything about Mew and trying to find, and of course Mewtwo gets created. A theory that I posed to you, what was it, last night when we were talking?
Yeah, I think it was last night.
Was that maybe this movie will be more centered on the Mewtwo point of view of the story that we've already seen. So it's looking like it's going to be the exact same story, but I'm thinking maybe this is more of, maybe we get more of from the perspective of Mewtwo.
Yeah, because I know that they didn't add that that little extra thing where the clone girl and the clone Charmander in it. Remember that? Have you seen that?
Yeah, that was yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to add that in this time.
Yeah, because I know they took it out. I forgot why they took it out before.
Because it was too. It was because of the allusions to death, because they did die.
Yeah.
They were able to, essentially their minds were able to connect while they were in their tubes, and when they were in that shared dream and they started to disappear, that was them dying.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, Mewtwo was left all alone. He was the only one that survived.
Yeah. And he lost his memory.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he lost his memory or if he chose to just forget about it.
I think what it said is that because after that he like blew up the system, like basically because he got angry. I think after that he lost his memories because of that. Because after that he didn't remember. He doesn't mention it no more.
It could just be too painful to talk about.
Yeah, and I think they did mention that he lost his memory. Like,
okay, I don't remember that.
Because I used to watch it in depth, and a lot of people talked about it.
Yeah, but yeah, I honestly would like to see that redone and actually introduced to an American audience.
Yeah, my big thing about the movie is how they took a step back to go to first gen.
Yeah,
because I know they had the I Choose You movie, and then that was first gen as well. But they had compared to because in the anime, every time they had so they did they did Pokemon, and then they had Pokemon Johto, and anytime they went back to the hometown, the Pokemon they seen in Johto, which was never there in the first part, are there now, you know. So every time they went back and during any season of Pokemon, those Pokemon they met in a different region or now in Pallet Town and stuff, or Pewter City or wherever. But in Pokemon I Choose You, it's just they start off with we knew all about these.
Yeah.
You see the
it was much more
a little open, you know.
Yeah.
Like how it should be. Everyone should know. No one should be oh yeah, I never heard of that region. You should know about all the regions.
Yeah.
And then they had the Power of Us, and then that was a different animation style compared to I Choose You, and then they just for the next one they just have basically a new animation for the first Pokemon movie ever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of surprised to see that because they could easily just did what they did because the Power of Us is copy and paste, not copy and paste. It's basically the Power of One, this Pokemon 2000 movie.
Yeah.
Title. Lugia's in it, the same thing about friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they could have easily just made a third movie and then somehow include Mewtwo in it and then have the same kind of gist of it, But they didn't. They just went back for the whole. I don't know if it's
that could be a knock against it. But I mean. It's one of those things. It's like we were saying about the Detective Pikachu. We could be surprised. It could be it could share elements of the original movie, but yet be almost completely different. We don't know.
Yeah, because we just only seen a couple scenes that are just exactly like the first movie.
What really gives away the fact that we think that it's going to be the exact same is especially Nurse Joy.
Yeah. In
that shot with Ash, Misty, and Brock.
And if you guys are born from under a rock or never watched Pokemon, in the first Pokemon movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, the first Pokemon movie, not the evolution.
Yeah.
Mewtwo kidnapped Nurse Joy and used her as her maid, his maid.
Yeah, basically
a person that you could use
a servant,
a puppet. Yeah, as her puppet to talk to people and whatnot.
Yeah.
And now she's wearing the same clothing and stuff as she did in the first movie, so it's sort of hint to that it might be the same thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm expecting the Pokemon battles to be a little bit more wilder than the first one because it was just what. Well, I mean other than the starters ones.
Did you see the shot of Charizard firing off flamethrower?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when he went against Mewtwo though.
Yeah,
that looked like the scene. The battles with the Venusaur, Blastoise, and Ash's Charizard, those fights are hecka good.
Yeah,
I really like those fights. They were relentless. So I'm hoping the battles with all the Pokemon are kind of more because. After that, they were just headbutting each other and tackling each other.
Well, that's because Mewtwo stopped them from being able to use their special abilities, so they couldn't.
He did that?
Yeah, I remember that from the original movie. It was basically to finally prove which ones were truly stronger. Whether it's the originals or the clones, because it was his contention that the clones were easily stronger than the originals.
Man, then he proved that in the first battle. There was no point to do that.
Well, they were also using their special abilities, like being able to fly, or shooting water jets out of their hydro cannons, and. Yeah.
Man, would that even be special powers at that point, or just their genetics in general?
I don't know at this point.
Special powers is their in-game blaze and adaptability. I'll say those are special powers.
Well, those are special abilities.
But I say those would be it because saying that they can't use fire and he's like a dragon.
But anyways, that is what Mewtwo did in the first one.
I'll look that up because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, he basically took away their ability to use anything but their.
I put in did Mewtwo and it says did Mewtwo kill Ash? Did Mewtwo die? Did Mewtwo kill scientists? Dang.
Well, he killed a lot of people, to be honest.
He blew up that island. Yeah, he killed everybody. He didn't care. But we can't show death. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna show that.
But yeah, so hopefully the battles will be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I know they're testing stuff. And I knew they were gonna. When people were surprised when the CGI stuff came out for the trailer, I wasn't as much surprised because, like I said, the Pokemon I Choose You and The Power of Us were two different animation styles.
Yeah.
So it's like they were like, "Oh, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this."
Yeah, it just seems like they're experimenting with anything.
Yeah, and I hope that doesn't backfire because I know a lot of people. There's gonna be like, I don't know. The Power of Us looked nice. It looked a little bit too anime-ish, if that makes sense. Like, they like blush on Ash's cheeks and stuff. The I Choose You one was more like to the anime.
Now, one thing, and we actually forgot to mention this for the Detective Pikachu, but Detective Pikachu is actually out this month.
Oh, is it?
I believe it's either.
I thought it said April.
I could have swore I just looked at it. Oh no, sorry. It's May, not March. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
May 10th. It's out May 10th. So 2 months basically. We got 2 months to go, and then it's out. And then of course, for Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, it's out. What is it? July 12th. It's out a month before my birthday.
I wonder if it's going to be
At least in Japan, it's out in July 12th.
Yeah, we'll probably get it at whatever that thing is called. Fandom or...
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a regular release. All these animes don't get regular releases anymore.
Yeah.
They'll be here for a week or something.
Yeah.
Which I feel like they'll make more money if they just let it roll out. I don't know why they do that. It could be like a whole bigger thing. Yeah. But yeah, this new movie looks good. I mean, I have no problem with it. I'm going to watch it no matter what. I haven't seen some Pokemon movies, like, because of writing is bad,
Mm.
I mean, but, like, I could watch them over.
Yeah.
Some of them, but hopefully it just didn't go too far with it. Yeah, so, now we talked about those two movies. We can get into the bigger subject.
Yeah, probably the biggest reason we're here right now, sitting here talking about this.
And I'm pretty sure everyone skipped to this part.
Of course, we had the biggest announcement of the year for Pokemon, the reveal trailer for the Gen 8 games, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
RPG, original RPG, not Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah.
This is the original.
No, it's not like Let's Go. It's going to be taking us back to the grassroots of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, so the new region is called the Galar region.
The Galar region, based off the UK.
Yep.
Upside down.
Yeah, it literally looks like the map of the UK just flipped upside down.
Mm-hmm.
But for the graphics wise, I mean, it looks similar to what we got in Let's Go, but enhanced. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, there's shading, there's more texture to it. Yeah, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
I
know some people were expecting something more along the lines of what we're seeing in Detective Pikachu.
The Unreal Engine and fucking Yeah, they're expecting the most. I guess.
But no, this is the logical step forward.
Yeah.
For everything, I mean, I think the graphics worked for Let's Go.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a way to reintroduce the Gen 1 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this is essentially the new Gen 2 almost. If Kalos essentially was Gen 1 for the reboot, this would essentially be Gen 2. And I know you made a little bit of a I guess we both kind of combined for the theory. Or at least when you pointed it out, it led me to something you may have already figured out. I don't know. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. We also got the reveal of at least the first evolutions of the new starter Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Did we get official typing or no? Do we have official typing for them?
Fire, water, and grass.
I mean, are they just single typing or are they dual?
They'll always just be regular fire, water, and grass for now until they get closer to release. Just like how they released, I think it was like a week or two before release that they said that Maybe not even a week ago. I think it was like a month or two. I don't remember when they said Rowlet was grass flying. Mm. But that makes sense though because
Well, he had wings.
Yeah, he had wings. He was an owl. Like, everyone else, no one started off with wings and stuff, and like that. Yeah, so we got our 3 starters: Score Bunny, Sobble, and Grookey.
Yeah.
And those they're really. This is the first time I like all 3 starters. Not that I hated any of them, but design wise and like, cause like, with 7th gen, you had a cat, a seal, and an owl, which were pretty cool. Before that was like, what are you gonna call it? A fox, fennekin, a fennec.
Yeah, she was a fox.
Fox, and you had a frog, and you had a chipmunk, or whatever that was. Whatever.
Yeah, don't know what Chespin was.
Yeah, but yeah, we got a bunny, a lizard, and a monkey. So then they're pretty cool, and then you show.
Wait, is he a lizard though? But
yeah,
because he doesn't look like one.
His Chinese name Chinese name translation is crying lizard.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sorbo in Chinese translation is crying lizard. And then it showed Score Bunny running up a tower,
Now, mind you, that section was not actual game footage, and it said so.
Oh yeah, I knew that was. I was like, that looks too nice.
I
was like, that looks too nice. That's not real.
Too good.
It's a cutscene. That's what people wanted to see.
But it was pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
It was still pretty cool, nonetheless.
I think that was probably the best reveal trailer for the starters ever.
Well, yeah.
Because, cause I'm trying to think of like any way they showed off the starters in like any way possible other than just pictures.
And one of the big things we want to announce right now is the fact that battling wild Pokemon is back.
Yeah. And they had to do that because this is a core RPG game now. So if you let Let's Go, that Let's Go mechanic, which I kind of liked, but not after I seen the trailer, if you put that Let's Go mechanic where they're walking around into a core RPG game,
which it doesn't look like we're getting that.
Yeah, and if you put that in there, it'll take the core RPG game grinding and like progressing. It'll take that away because then you could just go around it.
Yeah.
I can see why they put that in Let's Go for the littler kids because they even said that this game is for the younger audience.
Yeah.
Even though, half their audience isn't young anymore.
Yeah.
But that's in for a Let's Go. And this is core RPG. So if you step in the grass, you're battling Pokemon because that's what is a core RPG
it's gonna be,
game.
Yeah. A lot of grinding again.
Yeah.
You're going to be a lot of wild encounters here and there.
A lot of cool, like, I'm really excited. Like, it looks great.
The
industrial city. And then
we've got our London basically.
Yeah, you see Big Ben. Yeah, you see there's a lot of places.
I just kind of wonder what they're going to name all the cities.
Yeah.
Now there's one thing that I really wanted to talk about, and it's the quick shot you get of the side of that mountain that has the picture of the Pokemon in it.
Oh yeah, the giant thing. The giant. Well, let's think it's called the giant something. Yeah.
Yeah. But one thing that I wanted to discuss, because there's a lot of speculation about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Could this, in fact, finally be a quote-unquote Mew 3?
Oh, no. No way.
Because if you look at it, it shares a lot of similar characteristics to Mewtwo.
That big old thing on the side of the mountain looks nothing like Mewtwo.
I mean, to me it did. I don't know why.
Nah, but I didn't see it. There's a lot of stuff going on talking about it, saying that that's that thing. I also found out that. Or no, hold on. Fucking, let's turn the page really quick. You know those fucking in Yu-Gi-Oh GX when not Yu-Gi-Oh GX, what the fuck, Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds when Yusei was fighting all those immortals. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Those big old things. Those are, I don't know, but that thing that's on in real life that's based off, that's from that.
Okay.
I didn't know that because someone on Twitter pointed it out and saying that thing was going to be a ghost type. And it was showing all the things. It showed the monkey, the whale, and everything that's based off Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds. I thought it was pretty cool. But anyways, a lot of people are saying that has, there's I think there's 3 things, I think, or not 2. So, a lot of people are saying that thing on the side of the mountain could be a new form for Meltan, because you don't have nothing other than no information about Meltan whatsoever. And then the only thing that sticks out about it is the tail part of it being similar to Meltan's tail, and it could be how it is.
Wait, Meltan has a tail?
Yeah, dude, come on. What the heck? He has a tail.
Well, I haven't caught one yet, so I don't know.
That's in all the trailers. Yeah, he has a tail. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that could be something to me as like, you know, a Pokemon professor, but I don't see it. Another thing that points to it is probably the only thing I believe in is that the eye is similar to Meltan's eye.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I'll agree. My earlier assumption, I guess it was just because of how it was a quick flash.
Yeah.
You know, in the trailer.
Yes. So I was saying that, and then the things below it, they say those are tiny Meltan, because you know how it's supposed to be like a hive mind kind of thing, and when they all join together, they become this whole big thing like Zygarde. And then,
so is it supposed to be this generation's version of Zygarde?
No, it's supposed to be like Meltan in general. They think it's Meltan, and when I get to the point, we'll come back to this later in the video. But I want to talk about some other things.
Right.
But that is cool, and it has to be a Pokemon or something.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I mean,
I know Birdkeeper Toby, because you know the anime for Sun and Moon is still out, and I guess Birdkeeper Toby posted a video the day before the trailer release. That in an episode of Sun and Moon, they showed James was talking about, oh, we can catch this legendary Pokemon and everything, and they had like a silhouette. It looks like no Pokemon we've seen before. It was just a silhouette breathing fire, and it looked like a dragon or a T-Rex or something, right? So then the trailer came out the next day, and that thing is on the side of the mountain, and it looks like it's breathing fire or something. You know, it looks like it has a swirl and lightning bolts hitting the ground.
Yeah.
And then Birdkeeper Toby said, hey, dude, this is just like... It doesn't look like the fucking thing in the Pokemon show, but it's similarities of how it is and standing and how it has a tail and everything. He thinks it could be that as well. So I thought that was pretty cool because, you know, he was just throwing stuff out there. But it has to be some kind of Pokemon, legendary or not, because we still don't know what legends we might have. We probably won't know till...
Yeah, I know there was a,
that should be like the first thing coming out.
I know there was a theory running around for a while. I don't know if it still is credible or anything like that. That the region is going to be separated into like segments, and then each of the different areas will have like its own specific legendary.
What happened?
So one of the theories I saw, or rumors or speculation, whatever you want to call it, a while back was that the region will be separated into like 4 or 5 separate areas, and then each of those areas has their own legendary associated with it.
I don't know. That sounds like Sun and Moon. Because they had all the islands and then they had all the...
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I mean... It's just, like I said, it was just speculation. It was what I saw from when I looked up rumors and leaks and stuff, and it could just, like I said, it could just be a rumor.
Yeah, and then another thing I want to talk about is that because I'm subscribed to a lot of PokeTubers, and I'm not taking credit for any of this. I just said Birdkeeper Toby, and then I think I said someone else's name before that. So none of these are my original thing. So another person I watch is Tyranitar too. And he did like a really in-depth about the region itself. He was talking about the region because some people are saying that it's not UK. Even Birdkeeper Toby on Twitter is saying that this isn't just UK. It's England / something. But it's like an argument.
Well, could be.
Yeah, and so, there's a lot of argument for it. So when he was comparing how big this region is compared to anything else, he typed in the Kanto region, the actual Kanto region, like IRL, and compared it to the region we have now. It's like a huge difference in size. Yeah. Because the Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, all of that is one big region in real life cut into smaller parts. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then this region is a bunch of stuff. Oops, I hit that. A bunch of stuff in one, like comparing to it.
Yeah.
So a lot, but it doesn't look that big on the map itself.
Well, yeah, but I mean the angle the artistic drawing that we've seen of the map. Is the way they angled it? It was like, okay. They were trying to get one big shot of everything in one.
So with that, a lot of people, he's speculating that this might be a longer journey.
Yeah, but I mean, the artistic drawing that we saw of the region was similar to that of the mats that we got from GameStop with the Alola region.
Yeah,
and we all know that the islands were actually pretty big.
Yeah, so compared to like the Kanto region, which is the game which Gen is based off of, is pretty big.
Yeah. Now I know, and I wanted to get to this. One of the things that you mentioned was we started talking about the train station.
Oh yeah.
In the Kalos region.
Where did I get that from? I got that from. It could be Sacred Fire. I don't know. It's another YouTuber, but in the trailer you can see that there's a lot of trains and train tracks and stuff like that. They even showed the train in the trailer in the England or Big Ben town. And if you look at I don't know what to call it. It's Big Ben town.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't have a name yet.
Big Ben town. Then,
the
industrial looking.
The London. the Pokemon London. Let's just call it Pokemon London for now.
Let's see if I remember the map. If you look at the somewhere bottom left of the map, there's a mountain. It's all brown. You can see the railroad tracks going in.
Yeah.
But there's no out. It just goes in like a one-way thing. So if you go back to 6th Gen, which is the X and Y Kalos region, they also have a train station and they also have a railroad going nowhere. And I don't remember. Like, I'm trying to remember who I watched it from, but this YouTuber said that. Man, I'm trying to remember. Was it Birdkeeper Toby or was it Sacred? Anyway. So what he was saying is that in real history, France and England went to war with each other.
Right.
And they said that in 6th Gen, the whole plot of it was that this king had a war and his Floet died, and then they had another war, or it's the same war, and they said it was from Kalos region war with another region, and they had this ultimate weapon, and he fired it, and it just killed all these Pokemon. It killed all these people, right?
Yeah.
So with that, saying that with the times with now we're in the UK, and in the map, in the real life map of the UK, the bottom right is France. It's the bottom right.
Yeah.
So I think if you flip it up, it'd be top left. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. But so a lot of people say that could be tying to 6th Gen. That railroad track could lead to the Galar region. Kalos could lead to the Galar region.
Yeah, and then that's what led me to the whole association. I mean, obviously the association between Kalos and Kanto being, the Kalos being the new Gen 1 has been around for a while. Yeah. But that's what led me to the association that Galar is the new Gen 2. It's the new Johto.
Yeah.
Because they has the train station, and they may be planning to connect them. So we may actually be going back to the Kalos region post game.
Yeah, that's what they're theorizing. And for a lot of people who don't know about the game of 6th Gen is like probably the most incomplete game of all the games in series. Because if you think about it, you had red, blue, and then you had yellow. You had gold, silver, and you had crystal. You had ruby, sapphire, and you had emerald. And then he goes diamond, pearl, platinum. And then you have black, white, and then black, white 2 or whatever. That didn't really count. But then you had X and Y
with no third.
No third thing. You just had sun and moon.
Yeah.
And a lot of people thought the next... Well, no, actually, you didn't have the sun and moon. You had X, Y, and then you had...
Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
But that had nothing to... Well, it had something to do with 6th Gen in its history.
But it brought Mega Evolution into the 3rd Gen, basically.
Yeah, so there was no third part, which is what Pokemon X, Y, and Z in the anime was called. They had X, Y, and Z in the anime, which had a continuation, but that had a whole thing about Zygarde, because Zygarde was teased... Yeah. In the movie,
I honestly believe that they did Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire simply to explain, or at least add in officially, the Pokemon multiverse. Mm-hmm. To explain that there are different universes, one where Mega Evolution exists and one where it doesn't.
Yeah. And you can see that within the games and the show and the movies and stuff like that. But yeah, so with this tie-in, if it does happen, because, everyone's just, it doesn't go about like that in Pokemon, in Game Freak's mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's us as fans and stuff who kind of
this is mere speculation at this point.
So if it does go back and it does like actually keep in with the lore of the game and then the history, then yeah, you could see Kalos in you could probably see Kalos in this new game because this is what I was talking about in the Let's Go Pikachu and whatever Eevee is that now you're on console.
There's so much more.
There's so much more you can do in. Like with, that's why I said I was hoping that there was some kind of cool after game thing where you can go to other places after you beat the thing, but there wasn't. But that was just a field test.
Yeah, and I mean honestly, you cannot even though the Let's Go and the new games are on cartridges for the Switch, you honestly can't tell me that everything that they put on the Let's Go cartridges is all they could do.
Yeah.
There's no way. Not with today's technology.
Yeah. You could do so much more. And just think of seeing, like, you know, the Eiffel Tower and stuff and Lumio City and everything.
That would be,
But yeah, that's something. And, you know, and that also goes to, this will go hand in hand with it. So, we were talking about speculation and leaks. Before, 7 days before the trailer came out, there was this on 4chan, I think. This is from I can't name how many people talked about it, but basically everyone talked about it. But there was a leak in 4chan which said, all right, guys, here it is. This is they said the name was going to be Sword and Shield. This is 7 days. It was labeled on the thing, on the post. They said it was going to be Sword and Shield. They said that it was going to be based off of Europe, which is the UK, which is right. And then they got back saying that there was going to be a new evolution line, which is called Armored Evolution. And they said only so far the starters can use it. And then they named Charizard, Flygon, Mewtwo, and the new Pokemon, which I don't remember his name, that's in the last game. It's like that tiger with the blue lightning. It was on that free GameStop thing you can get.
Oh.
It's like a tiger. Yeah, it's like Lucario, but it's like a cat, basically.
Okay. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the name... I forgot his name. I'm not even gonna try it because when they said it, I was like, who? But I was like, yeah. But they named that, so they had that right, and then they went way back to like April of last year or somewhere, and this person said that it was gonna be called Sword and Shield, and he had a bunch of other stuff, and then they said the same thing that it was gonna. They said Meltan was gonna have a huge factor in it, and they said that because Meltan's metal. They said the armor thing is going to help with the evolution and the lore of the game.
I see.
So now that we have the trailer that came out, it is called Sword and Shield. And a lot of people saying, oh, they did show Flygon in the trailer. Yeah. Because that was random. They didn't need to show Flygon in general. Because that's one of the Pokemon in there. And then this also ties into what I said about Kalos and Galar region being connected. The only time there was a Mewtwo, this is from Berkey, this is from Tyranitar too, but he said the only time you see Mewtwo in Kalos is in that yard you find them when you get Mega Mewtwo X and Y. Yeah. In that one place. That's the only time you'll see Mewtwo in the Kalos region, because, you know, there's always some kind of new Mewtwo that, you know, happens to be there. Right. So, that's the only time you're going to see it. And also, they said if they did have that war... If you think of it logically, if they had Mega Evolution, which is so broken, even in the anime when they had Brock fight Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. When they fought Brock and Misty, when they used when the guy used the Z Crystal on Brock's Mega Steelix. Yeah. Basically, he said that, you know, you can have that, but Mega Evolution's like basically stronger. So, if you think of it logically like that, what really gonna stop Mega Evolution? Other than this Armored Evolution. And if you think about it, but basically the whole UK thing is like armor, you know, they already said it's shield and sword, you know. Yeah. And then, you know, the knights and everything. So, armor is like not that bad of a thing, and it's not like a held item, it's something that just is a temporary thing, like Mega Evolution. Okay. It's something to battle with. That's what they're theorizing about. Okay. So
yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a lot for it to be in Kalos and Galar region. Right. And like you said, it is like the new, And that's what they said too in the video, is that Kalos was like, can be the, like the Kanto region, and Galar can be the Johto region, and you can't go back,
Yeah. That would be cool. I would not mind going back.
And a lot
to
of people ever since Pokemon Red and Blue did it. I mean, not Red and Blue. When Pokemon Gold and Silver did it, when you can go back to Kanto, like everyone's been wanting that feature of going back to the last game.
Yeah.
For a long time. A lot of people want one game with all the regions in it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, as hard as that'll be, I mean, it can't happen. You know what I mean? It can't happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, you and I, we have talked in length about how we can make that work. Mm-hmm. One speculation is, and I know this is a little bit of a tangent, guys, so bear with me just a little bit. One way you could have all the regions in one game is you actually get to choose. You create your character, and then you choose which region you want to start off in. And then when you beat that region, you become Pokemon Master, you can just go to whatever region you want after that. You can either choose to take your Pokemon with you, and it's like a post-game thing, where you can go to the other regions, and challenge the gyms and fight the Elite Four for that region. Obviously, if Johto and Kanto essentially share an Elite Four, I think.
Yeah, Kanto and Johto share the same Elite Four. Yeah, just different people.
Which is kind of weird because if you think about it, if they share the Elite Four, then does that mean they share a Pokemon champion?
Yeah, they do.
Or does that automatically if you're coming from Johto and you beat the Elite Four, do you become the Johto League champion?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And that all goes hand in hand with, like I said earlier, how Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and all them are just like part of a bigger region that they cut up in portions. So that makes sense. So yeah, they probably do share champions. So if you're the champion of Kanto, I guess you're the champion of Johto as well.
Or and then another way you could actually make it work is that when you complete a region and you go to a new region, you essentially, while your character doesn't necessarily start over, you start over with your team. And then after you beat that region, you can bring in your already trained up Pokemon and travel around that region again.
Yeah, so it's pretty a big thing. There's a lot of hints, and Pokemon's
eventually we're gonna get something like that.
Eventually, it'll be their 20th this was their 20th, like their 50th anniversary or whatever. They'll announce something big like that. But yeah, there's a lot of connections between Kalos and the Galar region. Let's see, what else can we talk about?
Another thing that I noticed from it was just another quick little shot from the trailer. Was the character walking into the big arena?
Oh, the soccer arena or football?
Is it? But I mean, is it that, or is it? Are we actually getting like a Pokemon League tournament for the in game?
I think a lot of people are saying that. I know there's two things people are saying. Is that one, it is a football thing, like a soccer thing, like maybe like how in Black and White 2 you had the movie star studio.
Black and White 2 are actually games I haven't played yet.
Well, in Black and White 2 you had to do this whole thing where you had to actually go to this agency and do this whole little. It's like you can't go around, like you had to do. It was so annoying. You basically play an actor and you make a movie, basically. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. Like no one really likes it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's like that. I mean,
I'm hoping it's more the tournament.
And a lot of people were saying that's how, because if you remember in the trailer, they showed something that they didn't match the rest. They showed a Wi-Fi battle. If you go back to the trailer, you'll see as soon as she stepped in the grass and she's catching Pikachu or whatever or fighting it. They show like a bunch of other battles, and they show you a Wi-Fi battle in the generic online arena. Like it's all green, and you're in the middle, and it's like I think it was someone using Mach Punch against something.
Okay.
And and then they show the scene with him walking in, and it was the same online arena. So they're thinking that's like a new online feature when you actually battle now, like a Pokemon Stadium online thing. A lot of people are saying that too, and then the shirt can be customized. Like it doesn't have to be soccer, but you can customize just like you did in Sun and Moon.
Yeah,
you can just have a shirt on.
Okay.
So a lot of people are thinking that as well.
Okay.
Because when I seen it, I was like, oh, they're showing Wi-Fi battle, and I think if I remember correctly, they said in Sun and Moon, the next competitive play for Pokemon was going to be probably they're going to try to make it their best. I think they said, if I'm correct. So maybe it has something to do with that.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, a tournament style Pokemon League like we see in the anime would not be bad.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And you have to
I honestly, personally, would love to see that.
Yeah.
Because I know it's a feature that some people have been asking for a long time, and we kind of got that with Black and White 2. At the end, you can go into the tournament and face other trainers from throughout history.
What was it called? It was something. I think it was called the World Tournament, the Pokemon Tournament,
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't played those games. That's like the one set of games I haven't played yet.
The only thing I didn't like about that is that they level capped you at a certain level, and you can only use 3 Pokemon.
Yeah.
And then I think
I mean that's pretty much the same thing as the tournament.
Yeah.
In the anime.
Yeah, it's funny. It's off topic, but in Nuzlocke, when people play that part, I watch these people do Nuzlocke. If no one knows what Nuzlocke is, when you play a game, it's Pokemon. You catch one Pokemon from every route, and if a Pokemon dies, it dies. You can't use it anymore. So when they went into that thing, like, if you lose a Pokemon, it counts, dude. And you have to keep going. You can't quit it. So you have to win it. And I remember watching someone play, and they lost their Pokemon. They're like, does this count? And he was like, yeah, it counts. I was like, oh, we're in trouble. So
that's funny.
Yeah, so it'll be cool. And then, they try to do something like that in Sun and Moon as well. With the that free-for-all thing or whatever. And
I don't know if you can really count that, though.
Yeah, they tried it. I mean, that's what it reminded me of.
The battle tree you're talking about?
No, the battle tree, that was fun. No, I'm talking about the one where it was like a free-for-all where it's like 4 Pokemon on each side.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now.
Battle tree is fun. I like stuff like that because it really makes me want to win. And then you can partner up with a friend. Those are fun. But yeah, that would be cool if they did something like that. There's a lot of stuff to it.
Yeah.
I know what I want to talk about is the starter Pokemon.
Okay.
So, I know a lot of people are hinting at this because when they show starter Pokemon, I feel like they gave a kind of a hint about everyone, about what their next evolution line can be.
Uh-huh.
So, if you remember, when you seen the Score Bunny running up the tower, did you notice anything? After he ran up the tower, up the clock tower, and then he jumped off and landed on the ground.
Mm.
And then he jumped off. Did you notice anything?
The footprints.
Yeah,
in the grass.
Okay, the footprints. Oh yeah, and then what did the footprints leave?
Scorch marks.
Okay, and then when he ran up the tower, did you notice anything then? He was running up the metal. Do you remember the sound it made?
Mm-mm.
It was like he was actually stuck to it when he was pulling the stuff out.
Okay.
So, and then if you think of any other fire Pokemon, them standing on anything, have they ever left scorch marks or anything like that?
No.
And he pushed himself off and jumped.
Yeah.
So, with that, a lot of people are saying he's magnetic going up the metal tower, and then when he lands, his speed, he landed and he pushed off, and it left the scorch marks. So a lot of people are saying that he could be fire electric.
Ooh.
I know a lot of people are stressing because they think it's firefighting because of the Band-Aid. I mean, a lot of things can happen. But I know I don't want another firefighting.
Yeah, let's not.
My favorite one is Chimchar. That line is great. But I don't want to see another firefighting. I don't even want to see grass fighting. Don't even do it. I want to see I know a lot of people want to see more diverse types of Pokemon.
Yeah, that would be.
So a fire electric, the only one we have is Rotom Heat. That's the only fire electric Pokemon we have.
Okay.
So if this becomes a thing, fire electric, because like I was thinking when they said that, I was like, he's right. No other Pokemon, unless using a move. Watch, you watching it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh yeah. See, like he's just sparking.
Yeah.
And then he stops, and then he shows them off. And plus, look at what colors. He's red and yellow.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Then he jumps
It makes sense.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying. I'll come back to about the fire electric thing too, because there's like another leaked thing that came out, and then Sorbo shows up, and not a lot is shown with him other than he could blend in, but.
So I wonder if that's gonna make him water dark.
Water Dark, or that he blends in, and then you know how he's
Ooh, okay. For Grookey though, obviously I'm watching it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking obviously he's got the stick tapping on the rock, so I think he's either going to be grass ground or grass rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do say. But with Sobble's kind of difficult to pinpoint because he doesn't do much other than hide in the water.
Yeah,
his
That's why like his ability to blend. That's why I'm saying Water Dark.
Yeah. So this is what I think, and a lot of people think. Mostly their ideas or like my ideas, because all of us who like play Pokemon like always have like the same thing. We all notice when he ran up the tower. I noticed, okay, he's sticking to that metal pretty good. One other Pokemon can run up walls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unless you're a bigger and have the momentum, but he's a little rabbit. You know what the hell? So.
But rabbits are known to be fast.
Yeah.
And known to be agile too.
Yeah. You know who else is Flash? I get that one. You know who else is fast? The Flash. He gets electric. But with Sobble, he's a little different to pinpoint. But with his, I read people said that his Chinese says crying lizard. Even the Pokemon company said, and Game Freak said that he's a little timid and he likes to hide and do his attacks. So with that, there's a lot of other Pokemon that show that kind of weak, you know, like the weakness at first, and they become like a big old monster. You see that in Magikarp at first. You know, I mean, he is weak. He's just like a little carp.
Yeah, but he's not timid. He's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, he's not stupid. I mean,
no, he's stupid.
I don't know if he's stupid. You see that episode when he beat Pikachu? He wasn't stupid.
He literally has no moves that can do damage to another Pokemon.
He learns Tackle at 15.
Oh, well.
Let's go. No, but and then they have that new Pokemon from Sun and Moon, the little I forgot it. I'm gonna look it up right now. And the one that supposedly, and then you have Wishy Washy as well, but he doesn't evolve. Oops, let Pokemon go. What's that thing? As soon as I find out, I'll let you know. But a lot of people saying with his little timid and like how sad he looks. I know a lot of people say he's gonna evolve into like this big old monster.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But I mean that's my prediction right now. Is he's gonna be Water Dark. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But right now, that's my prediction.
Man, I ain't trying to look for all this. Oh, I put X and Y. I meant Sun and Moon. There you
go. It was like Grub something.
Wimpod.
Oh.
This thing, the one that's scared and runs away from you. What did he evolve into? That alien-looking freaking Golisopod. That's crazy as hell.
Yep.
So a lot of people were pointing at that he might be, and then that he might become this bigger monster, and since he could be seen through and blend in, a lot of people think he might be Water Ghost as a final Evo thing.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense.
Because a lot of people like he's sad. You know, not a lot of people get happier when they evolve. You know,
yeah.
If they build with that sad, what blends in with sad, you know, like the ghost. You know,
yeah.
So a lot of people say he could be Water Ghost.
It makes a lot more sense.
A lot of other people say since he's a lizard, what lizards become, they often think Water Dragon. But if you give him a Water Dragon, that'd be kind of broken for a starter. I mean, starters are kind of like supposed to be like not broken, but their starters are supposed to be like the mid-range tier kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So my thought is that he could be Water Ice.
I don't know about Water Ice.
I say he can be like Water Ice because his tears turns.
I mean,
but Water Ghost is pretty good. But with Grookey, his Chinese name turned into like Music Monkey or something like that. I don't know. And a lot of people were saying with that, well, the only monkey that makes noise is a howler monkey. And in the trailer, like you said, it was funny when you said that he banged the ground. He banged the rock. Okay, so basically in the trailer, Scorbunny lands. He jumps off. It burns. Sorbo sees it. He puts it out. Grookey comes. He bangs on the rock, and he grows the grass.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying since he used the earth, they say grass ground or grass rock as well. But grass ground sounds a little bit more...
Yeah.
Better.
Makes a little more sense.
So now if you put that in rotation for grass, Water Ghost, Fire Electric, Grass Ground, it sort of completes the little cycle a little bit. I know the Water Ghost is kind of a stretch. That's why I said Water Ice, because then it goes full circle. Because The water ice will be 4 times effective against Grookey. Grookey has a chance to fight Scorbunny because it's electric. The ground types are super effective.
Right.
And then Scorbunny will be able to beat the Sorble. So that'll make the full sense because you have in the Pokemon games now. They'll be they have to go full circles with their typings, like in the last one. So it was Fire Dark, Grass Ghost, and then Water Fairy. Poplio would beat his final evil will beat Littens. Littens will beat Rowlets, and Rowlets will have a chance to fight Primarina, Poplio's final evolution.
Right.
And then the same thing for 6th Gen, where I had Water Dark.
Oh, so we already have had a Water Dark. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Greninja's Water Dark. Water Dark, Grass Fighting, and Fire Psychic. That made the full trio go as well.
Okay.
Which I have my shirt on right now. What the hell? But yeah, so that's what kind of exciting. So when I said Fire Electric, there's already been some stuff found on 4chan that was kind of leaked. We probably shouldn't show in the video because I don't know how it'll do. I don't know if it'll be taken away. Let me see if I can find it really quick. But someone found. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's our video. Shout out to us. Nerds Make Sense at YouTube.com. But they had some art that I don't know. In this day and age, you can copy art from anything. I mean, you know, when the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie came out, they already have fan art of like Gogeta and stuff like that before he was even announced. So this art kind of fits the art that. Remember when Sun and Moon was coming out and they already had art of like the final evils of the starters before they announced them and they found out they were true.
Yeah.
This is sort of the same thing. Let me find it. Scorbunny Evolution. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to turn it down and I'm just going to show you the screenshot to yourself. Oh, someone just said it looks like Sonic. That makes sense.
Yeah, but Sonic's a hedgehog.
Yeah, I know. Let me see if I can find it. But in the let me describe it for you guys. Oh, here it is. So let me describe it for you guys. So Scorbunny, this stuff that was found online, or I don't know if it was fan made. If it's fan made, it's pretty freaking cool. Yeah. But the Fire Electric kind of goes with it, and the Armored Evolution thing kind of goes with it, because it looks like he has armor on. So it's a rabbit. His ears are like wings, not wings like fly, but wings like a jet plane. And they can go up and down. He has like repulsors. Let me try this. This is what it looks like.
Sorry.
And he can go with the Fire Electric thing because, you know, it's like a ship kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
You see how it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was found. I don't know if it's real or if it was like, you know, it was found after the trailer.
Okay.
And it would be weird if, you know, if it was found after the trailer, if someone drew this up really quick while that trailer was playing, like, kudos to them.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, a lot of people, and that's why a lot of people also say Fire Metal, because he was running up that metal pretty easily.
Yeah.
Then, you know, if metal's magnetism, you know, whatever, however that goes. But
I think,
because him running up the thing made like a weird noise, like,
yeah,
like if he was stuck to it, like he was able to run up it. Yeah, so that's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah.
With that.
And we wish we could actually show you the trailers in the video, which is one of the things that I wanted to do, but we're a little afraid that because of Pokemon being the way they are, they might try to hit us with a copyright strike for showing the trailers.
Yeah, but so this is what I wanted to talk to you about, which I didn't think about until someone mentioned it. So when you look at the Galar region, what do you notice most about it? I'm gonna ask you this question, then I'll tell you what I'm talking about.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what do you notice about? What are some things when you look at the Galar region from what the trailer and the map they showed you? What do you notice?
I mean, besides the obvious stuff that's in there.
Yeah, like about the towns and cities and stuff. What do you notice about them?
They look. Well, I mean, they look a little older.
They look older. Okay. What is it? The Big Ben town. What's so special about it? What do you think is? What looks like what? Other than Big Ben in England, like what does it look like to you? What's so about real life history? What's so special about it?
I don't know, to be honest.
So it's like industrial, right? Like
Okay.
It's like metal, and that's how it was back in history.
Okay.
So this will be the perfect game because we didn't get one last gen. This will be the perfect game for Eevee to get evolution to a steel type in this generation.
Okay.
To get a still Eevee evolution. That's what some people are speculating as well, because we didn't get one last gen.
Okay.
And I know we still have still fighting Bug, Ghost, Dragon. Come on, Rock. Come on.
And there's no ground either.
Ground. I don't know if I said that.
We have a grass.
We have a fairy. Yeah, I already.
We have ice.
We have ice.
Water, fire, electric.
I think that's it.
Dark.
Right? 7.
Psychic.
I think that's it. I'm not sure.
So if we get a metal, then we have to at least get its opposite.
Well, not necessarily. We didn't get one for 6th gen. We only got one.
Just the fairy type?
Yeah, we only got the fairy type. And then, you know what? And that connects to the Kalos and Galar region as well, because last time we got an Eevee evolution was 6th gen.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's funny? That the 8th gen would be a steel that can beat the 6th gen, which is a fairy. Poison. That's
Makes sense.
Poison. So a lot of people saying if they do release 2, what will the second one be? Some people say Rock, because it goes with the industrial a little bit. I guess it makes sense. Well, yeah, because Dark beats Psychic, so it doesn't have to. They don't have to beat each other. One can beat the other, so it'd be that. Some people said Dragon. If they went Dragon, that would be crazy. I wouldn't see where it'll fit in unless it's the Loch Ness monster. That would be funny to make an Eevee evolution. Yeah, but since we're talking about Loch Ness monster, that's what we can go into the legendaries about speculations what they can be. A lot of people say one can be the Loch Ness monster.
I could easily see that.
Nessie?
I could easily see that.
I wouldn't know what else there can be.
Honestly, I'm not as big on English lore.
Yeah, me neither. Other than the knights and stuff that they already portraying.
Yeah. So probably you really could. What's that? It was one of the Pokemon that was introduced in 5th gen in the Black and White series. It was the Poniard and Bisharp.
Oh yeah.
We could probably see a resurgence of them in this game as more important.
Yeah.
Maybe you either get a Mega Evolution for him or an Armored Evolution.
That's true. I wonder if they are going to have Mega Evolution or Armored.
I would imagine. At this point, I don't see a Pokemon. I mean, if they had it in Let's Go,
yeah,
I don't see them taking it out of a main core game.
And you know what? The big Pokemon YouTubers and fans alike said that. I think they speculated that you had 6th gen, which was a Mega Evolution. Mm-hmm. You had 7th gen, which was the Z Ring and the Z Crystals. And a lot of people said the next one could be the core Mega Evolution thing, because it goes with 6th gen as well, and this connects to the gallery. I don't keep saying that until it happens.
Yeah.
Or I get denied. but it can go hand in hand, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, 6th gen never got that finisher like everyone else did.
Right.
Because I know Black and White 2 was not a third game like Pokemon Gray, which a lot of people thought. But it was that continuation and ending for the first game.
Yeah.
And Pokemon X and Y never got that.
Yeah, it was very open-ended.
Yeah, they never... And then the legendaries that came after, the Volcanion, Hoopa, and... What was the third one, right? Volcanion, Hoopa, and Diancie. They never got their story told either. Only in like separate movies, but like not in the games.
Yeah.
A lot of people said Volcanion was in the power plant in the desert in 6th gen, the cave in 6th gen, and then I don't know where Hoopa came from. I don't know where that could have came from, but Hoopa. Yeah, so it was just like unleft. So Meg. I'm pretty sure Meg. I don't think, because a lot of people didn't like the Z Crystal thing competitively.
Yeah.
So because like that's why I kind of stopped playing competitive, because like with the Z Crystals, like all the moves do different things and different abilities and stuff. Like I can hardly remember the typings and damages. Like I don't need to remember all that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to go back to school. But if they did, like if they just dropped, because I mean they did the same thing as 7th gen. They brought Mega Evolution back in that one as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they do bring the Z Crystals back post game or something, I guess.
I honestly think we're done with the Z Crystals.
Yeah, I think that was like a whole. The Z Crystals is a whole like thing itself. Like I think it was like only a Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I mean, the Z Crystals weren't Hawaiian, but like it was just a Sun and Moon thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think they're done. But obviously, I believe that Mega Evolution's you're gonna see it again. Whether you'll see it during the main part of the game, or if it'll come afterwards, can't say at this point.
I would like it for it to be in the main game, but not like as much story driven in the main game as it was in X and Y. I feel like if it was more common, they'd be like, "Oh, hey, here's your Mega Ring," and then you find it and you can Mega, and no one's surprised about it, because we shouldn't be surprised about it at this point. You know what I mean? It should just be a thing. Like, oh yeah, that's from Kalos. Like that's it. You don't need a whole thing about it.
Yeah,
that would be cool. But if not, this new Armored Evolution, we'll get. I mean, I'm pretty sure the way it is now, they're making forms for it. Like you have the Lowland form, you have the Mega Evolution, those are forms, and then you have this armored thing, which is forms.
Also, if your speculation is right about the Galar region and the Kalos region being the two that fought in the Great War, I'd actually like to see like a little bit of animosity.
Yeah, like the hate.
Yeah, between as you like talk to people, like especially if you're using Mega Evolution, I'd like to see like some kind of quip about how you it's a Kalos thing.
Yeah, it's a Kalos thing. It's a Galar thing. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, like little quits and like that.
Yeah.
See what else can we talk about?
I don't know. I think we've covered just about everything that's out so far, unless you've got anything else.
I hope there's like in-depth create a character customization other than clothes.
Yeah.
I hope you can go more in depth about it.
I would imagine there'll be a few more options this time around.
There's always more options every game we get.
Yeah. I just wonder, are we still going to be a 10-year-old kid starting our journey?
Oh, that man looked like a damn teenager. That man was 15.
Well, I mean, that's what we were in Black and White 2.
Yeah, we're teenagers.
The Unova region, they start when they're 16.
I can't wait for the show. You know what? I don't know how. I want to watch the Sun and Moon anime. I know I'm going off topic. For everyone, the Sun and Moon anime is actually good. The animation is good. If you like the Dragon Ball Super Broly animation, it's the same animation. So when I seen the animation in Pokemon and fucking Broly, I knew why they did it is because it was more able to stretch and do animation and more expressions. That's what Sun and Moon is, and I can't wait for this new one to come out for Sword and Shield, man. I can't wait. I hope they keep the same animation. But yeah, so I think that's everything we talked about.
I can't wait for this. Yeah, games. Just about everything we can talk about at this point, because it's all we really know. We threw some speculation in there, and
and then for you, I don't know if you know, but there's a Japanese magazine called Korokoro. I remember telling you that briefly before.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And they always do stuff about Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, and all that. So when those drop, I'll tell Josh about it, and we'll do a video as soon as we can.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure until like we get everything set up where we can like do it on the spot, we'll always be like, right now, we're like, what? It was Tuesday when that came out?
Yeah.
A couple of days late, not that.
No, I thought it was Wednesday.
Okay, it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
So yeah, we're 2 days behind, but
yeah, we're a couple days behind. But this is the earliest we could get it for you guys.
Yeah, we'll always come back out, And like I said, I don't take credit for any of the stuff I told you about. It's from all other PokeTubers and stuff, I'll come if I find my own thing, I'll tell you it's my own idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to take credit for anybody because only knowledge I get is from the PokeTubers and myself from playing the games all this time. So I will never take anyone else's stuff without saying it. Yeah. Well, one thing before we end it, you could do this like we did, or we didn't even do it in the last one. Yikes. So what starter are you going to start with?
Oh,
and this is hard because I like all of them this time.
I mean, yeah, they all look like. Obviously, Sobel and Grookey look cute. But I'm probably gonna stick with my mainstay. I usually go with the fire starter, so I'll probably go with Score Bunny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Grookey. I can't wait to see what Grookey does. Yeah, I'm buying both games, so I don't care. I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm buying both.
I probably won't buy both, but.
I'll buy them both this time around. You should buy both so we can Nuzlocke each other and do all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, we could use the second one to Nuzlocke. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I will.
Yeah.
But hey, let us know what starter you plan on picking down in the comments.
Let us know what starter you're picking, what type you think they're gonna be, what legendaries you think it is, what Kalos and Gal are gonna do.
Just in general, let us know what you think. Let us know
we
your
did
ideas.
movies too. Yeah, Detective Pikachu. Let us know what you think about the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do you like the CGI and Mewtwo evolution, or do you not like it? I know a lot of people don't like it. I'm gonna go see it no matter what.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I think that's everything. So
yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can email us at nerdsmakesense@yahoo.com. And until the next one, we'll see you later.
Bye.